Hey everybody, Tyler here with the Rusty Rocket BBQ. Today we're going to be making a baked mac and cheese. We've got Velveeta, we've got cheddar, and we've got Colby Jack. So we're going to start off with a medium-high pan. We're going to throw 2 tablespoons of butter in, and we're going to be started by making a roux. Get our butter melted down. We'll throw some 2 teaspoons of flour in, and we'll let that cook in, make the flour taste kill off. And then once that's all incorporated, we'll get the milk put in, and then we'll get our cheese melting. Now that we've got our butter melted, 2 tablespoons of flour, and we'll whisk that in, kind of make it a little thick. And you're just cooking it just to make the flour taste go away. Now that's mixed in, we're gonna do 2 cups of milk, and then we'll slowly whisk that in and make sure that is all incorporated. We got our 2 cups of milk. We'll let that cook, and then we'll put our cheese in. Now that our milk is incorporated with our flour, we're going to start with our Velveeta first. And we've got a cup of Velveeta, so 4 ounces. We've got a cup of Colby Jack, and we've got a cup of cheddar. That all equals out to about 4 ounces each. But we're going to do Velveeta first, so it gets nice and thick and incorporated. And then we'll add in our other hard cheese, our Colby, and then our other shredded cheese, the cheddar. That way it all incorporates and doesn't get grainy and all that kind of stuff. So right now, the cheese is melted, the Velveeta, and so it's still kind of soupy, but we're going to be adding in just a handful at a time, about half of our Colby, and we'll get that incorporated. So at this point, you should be getting a little bit thicker of a cheese sauce. We're going to go ahead and add our other half of the Colby, and then just another half of the cheddar, and we'll keep getting her stirred in. So at this point, we added in our other half of cheddar. We'll get that incorporated really quick, but as you can see, nice and thick. We'll let that cook for just a little bit. So for this portion, we're going to be using Kinder's, the blend, about 1 tablespoon, smoked paprika, about 1/2 tablespoon, onion powder, 1/2 tablespoon, garlic powder, 1/2 tablespoon, ground black pepper, and salt to taste. So we've got that thrown in. We'll get that all incorporated, and next step is adding the noodles. So at this point, we're going to take our cheese off the stove. We'll get a spatula, and we've got 4 cups of noodles. I already pre-portioned it out, but we're going to take this and add it to our cheese mixture, just a little bit at a time though. Just so that way we can get everything kind of incorporated. But it is just, I have it in a 13x9 pan, just lightly greased. A little bit of butter does the trick, or some spray. But I have about 4 cups of noodles. These are pre-cooked from yesterday. So this is a leftover dish. Just something you can make with, if your kids don't eat it all, something like that. And we're just gonna take this and fold it all together. Then we'll throw it back in the pan and we'll top it. Alright, so now that's all mixed in together, we have a 13x9. We're going to take that, dump it into the 13x9. The oven is preheated at 375. We're going to spread this out. Everything's incorporated. We'll move this over. Tuck it in the nooks and crannies. And I want it touching the edges so it gets that nice crispy edge. So this is what it looks like all put together. I am going to put it on a tray into the oven just so that way in case it does flow over and drip, we don't cause a fire. But we're going to put this in the oven at 375 for about 25 minutes. I'll see you guys then. As you see, it's been 25 minutes. It's getting nice golden brown. Let's get it out into the toppings. Alrighty, so we got a good start of that. We're going to take the rest of this marbled cheddar, just a little bit on here, just to get a good little topping. I'm using the other cup. This is just a 2-cup package, so just put that on there, nice and crispy. Then we'll be taking this crispy panko blend and just drizzle it on there as well, just for a little extra pizzazz. All right, we're gonna throw it back in the oven on broil for about 5 minutes or so. We'll go from there. All right, let's get the first scoop here. Going on the kids' trays. Look at there. Okay, we grabbed some for ourselves here on this plate. Let's go ahead and try it. On the money. You want to try it? Thank you all for joining us today on the Rusty Rocket BBQ channel. This is definitely something I want to start doing more. This is our first video, so if you guys would subscribe, follow, hit that notification button, all the works, that'd be greatly appreciated. This is definitely a recipe though that you can tailor to your dietary needs and all that kind of stuff. You can make it with low fat, you can make it gluten free, you can make it dairy free. This is something that you can also smoke, and we'll probably have that in a later video. It was just way too cold here at night where we are to smoke it. So if you wanted to put it on the smoker at probably about hour and a half smoke time, get a good 225, just let it roll, and then do your crumbs and cheese on the top like last time. But thank you for joining us. Appreciate you guys.